And what's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Talkin' NASCAR podcast. This is episode number 72, and I'm being joined again tonight by Hitmaster in the flesh, in the digital.
Everyone.
Richmond is in the books. I hope everybody had a happy and very plentiful, I guess plentiful would be Thanksgiving. Had a good Easter. I hope everybody had a good day off of work or however you celebrate. I hope many of you celebrated by watching NASCAR. So, there you go. And not our hockey team getting absolutely shit-faced. We don't talk about that. Anyway, we'll talk about everything that happened at Richmond over the weekend, both the Xfinity and the Cup race. There's quite a bit of news to talk about, including one big thing that just came out yesterday at the time of us recording this. And then at the end, we will preview Martinsville as well. So, should be all good there. Let's first talk about Richmond. So, the Xfinity Series race was first. I didn't get to watch any of the Xfinity race, sadly. I wanted to, but I didn't get the chance to. But from what I could tell via the highlights, the racing was pretty good, I thought. I mean, it's okay. There was a big fire from Brandon Jones, catching fire in his car. And then the big thing people were talking about with this race was Joey Gase. After he got into an accident, he tore the bumper off of his car, the rear bumper off his car, and then threw it at the guy who had wrecked him. It wasn't a very effective hit, I think, because the bumper didn't come at it like a very strong angle. You know, it's a big flat piece of metal, so it caught the wind and whatnot. But it was still really funny. So gotta always laugh at stuff like that. People just letting their emotions out and letting it happen. But that was funny. Nothing else really too notable. Chandler Smith was able to pick up the win in the 81 car. So good job to Chandler Smith. So I think Hitmaster, you're muted. There you go. No, I can't hear you. Bye. He's back. We gotta check his settings here. Hold on. User volume. We'll turn your user volume up.
Hello.
There you go. You're back.
My voice isn't messed up, is it?
Nope, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Back to the things.
I didn't know if you had anything else to say about the race, the Xfinity race, if you watched it or not, but
I watched it for a couple minutes. I didn't watch a whole lot. Sammy Smith was there on it. But yeah, that's mostly about it. And the Joe Gibbs cars were dominant.
Correct. So, in the Cup race, I got to watch the entire Cup race pretty much. Rain was a factor here, but they got to do the wet weather tires, so no postponements or anything. Thank God. So they got to do that, and I thought the rain tires worked fine. It wasn't anything too crazy. And as far as just how effective the track was over Bristol, it was a much, much better race, in my opinion. There were some long green flag runs, though. There wasn't a lot of what you would normally expect from a short track, a lot of cautions and spins and whatnot. Richmond has never been a track that always attract a lot of cautions versus Martinsville and Bristol, so it's nothing too out of the ordinary for this. But the race was mostly dominated by pole sitter Kyle Larson, who was my fantasy pick for the week, and Martin Truex Jr. Then the race came, and then we get to some controversy, though. Let's get to this. There was a lot of things that happened at the later stages of this race. So Larson was going to finish 4th, and we were happy about that. You know, it was coming down to the late laps. It looked like Truex was going to win, and Larson was going to finish 4th. And if you fucking fuck, Bubba Wallace dumped Larson with like 6 to go, brought out the caution flag, and then... So we're like, shit, Larson's going to finish in the back and whatnot. And then the most beautiful karma ever took place. Larson only lost 2 spots, and he gained them back in the pits. Okay? Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace had a problem on pit road. He was all the way in the back. I was like, fuck you, Wallace. You just decided I'm going to dump this guy and hopefully get a better finish when you got a worse finish. Screw you. So that was funny. Then it came down to Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr. for the win. And it would be Hamlin that would win in overtime, beating out Truex to get the win, but not without some controversy. And we got to talk about this controversy. Now, I didn't notice it during the initial restart. I didn't notice this. But Denny Hamlin did jump the restart. And NASCAR did not look at it. They wouldn't look at it. They even doubled down and said he didn't jump the restart. And then like a day or two after the race, they say, oh yeah, he jumped the restart. But still haven't done shit about it. Like, what the fuck? People noticed it, right? Even the fucking announcers noticed it. And they're like, oh, it looks a little iffy. You know, I wonder if they're going to take a look at this. And they never did. Why not just take a look at it? What does that do? You know, it doesn't...
Now my dad says the reason why NASCAR didn't look at it is because Denny Hamlin would cry about it.
He would have cried about it.
I mean, I feel bad for Martin Truex Jr. because
he was pissed.
Multiple times. Like, hell, let's go to Michigan, for example, last year. He had that race. Won. So did Tyler Reddick, and so did other drivers. But then, Christopher Bell just passes him at the last second. And, you know, went downhill.
Truex was pissed. He was all over. He bumped Denny Hamlin after the race. He got after him and was pissed in the interviews and whatnot. And of course, like, Bubba and Larson had their thing going on. Josh Berry got into a confrontation too. I didn't even notice that until like a couple days later. So it's like, holy shit. You know, it looked like it was such a tame race, especially for short track standards, and then we get all this shit at the end. I do feel bad for Truex, though. He had that win in the bag, and it really sucks, but it's all right. You know, he'll get it back. I'm sure of it. But now we have to answer the question, because I think a lot of us this was our first real look at the new short track package. I don't count Bristol, because what the fuck happened with the tires and everything like that. And even with the rain here, I thought we got a good look at it. We have to answer the question, did it fix Richmond? Because Richmond, in my opinion, well, that might not be true. It's either that or Martinsville. I think was in the worst shape as far as the short tracks go. All of them were bad. But Richmond, especially the spring race last season, was terrible. So they moved the spring race back to night racing, and they introduced the new package. Is it fixed? Go.
My opinion, it's really not. NASCAR, like, I loved the thing about, you know, you get to have your little fun with the tires and everything and all that, but my opinion, if they're gonna put rain tires at Richmond, again, this is a short track. If they're gonna put rain tires Richmond and put rain tires at old road courses, then you might as well put rain tires on every track. If you're just gonna do that, put it at Michigan. The last couple races we've been there, Michigan has been rained out. So I mean, it's just malarkey.
I can agree with that. I mean, they have to worry about speeds and stuff, and the tires become ineffective at high speeds and whatnot. But I still get your frustrations there for sure. So I think though the race was pretty good. We saw it was more competitive than the last couple of Richmond races. The drama was there. There was a lot of green flag runs, and I really don't like when short track races are coming down to green flag pit stops and whatnot. But what are you gonna do? It's not gonna always be the 20 caution wreck fest that we've seen before. But overall, I thought it was a little more competitive, and I definitely think having it at night is better. I think Richmond is really not a good track to race in the daytime, no matter what time of year you race there for. It's always just been more exciting and more meant to be a night race, and so I hope that they keep it a night race. So, but that's all I gotta really say about Richmond. So we will put it in the books. So, all right, we got some other news to talk about. So back North Wilkesboro is back in the news as well. A sinkhole formed near the racetrack. Maybe not such a good sign. Don't worry, though. They've got it all under control. But a little bit of an interesting thing appeared with that sinkhole underneath the grandstands on the front stretch. And it looks to be a moonshine cave. Now, for those who don't know what moonshine is, it's alcohol. Okay? So, North Carolina, especially that area where North Wilkesboro Speedway is, was a big place for like the Prohibition stuff way back when. And, there had to be like secret little places where you could brew your alcohol and then have the beers because it was banned and whatnot. Well, apparently there was one underneath North Wilkesboro Speedway, and it was so well hidden that nobody knew about it until this sinkhole opened it up. So it's an ongoing development. I'm sure when they go to North Wilkesboro later this year, they will touch on it in the broadcast. But I don't know. It's a cool little piece that you just found. Like, it's from like the 40s and stuff, way back. Because North Wilkesboro was like way back, like one of the old tracks in NASCAR. So, a lot of drivers probably were a big part of that when NASCAR was even formed too. So it's really, really cool that that was found. So. Some silly season and sponsor news as well. Sinex, I think it is sponsoring Austin Dillon. Going to run multiple races with them this season. Austin Dillon was also in the news for a different reason. He's getting a new crew chief. This was announced just a few days ago. Let me look this up real quick. I can't find what the name of the crew chief is, but anyway, so there's gonna be a little bit of a swap going on there, hopefully to increase his performance because he has been ass this season. But I don't think a crew chief change is really going to fix it when it's more of driver error. Anyway. Let's see here. Also, Cam Waters is going to be making his truck debut this weekend at Martinsville. He's going to be running for Thor Sport. Really good truck team. So should be really exciting there. Be good to see how he performs this weekend. And then the big piece of news that came out.
By the way,
Oh,
real quick, Justin Alexander is
right.
the crew chief.
Oh, right.
He was there for the 2018 Daytona 500 that Austin Dillon won.
Ooh. Interesting.
So maybe he will turn out to be good.
Can't be any worse than what he's got right now. So,
Great.
And the last piece of big news that we had involves another Gray Galding. Part-time driver. I think he might have ran Xfinity, but I know he definitely ran truck. He was arrested on domestic abuse charges. Not good. And he's been indefinitely suspended by NASCAR. No surprise there. Seeing that he was never that great to begin with, and now he's got this baggage, I don't think he's ever coming back. No way that's possible. But, so that was just announced. It's pretty insane. I mean, we had, 2 driver suspensions last year, and now we're getting another one. It's becoming more and more frequent lately, and it's a little alarming, for sure. So, no bueno there. But, yeah. So.
That's very bad. God, I hate that.
All right, anyway. That's really all of the news that I had, though. I mean, I guess it wasn't too much, but it's pretty good stuff. I don't know if you got anything, Hitmaster, or not.
There was one bit of news that came out for the racing games. I was watching a video on this guy's channel. If you guys haven't heard of him, please go subscribe to him. His name's Real Radman. Does a lot of good racing stuff, and I feel like everyone would like it. But anyways, fall of 2025, we should have NASCAR 25. So we're assuming it will be around the playoff area, I would assume, because that's when most NASCAR games come out. So let's hope this iRacing stuff with Monster Games and NASCAR goes very well. If it doesn't, NASCAR Ignition, here we come.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. It's going to be really good. So, fall 2025. Let's just hope it doesn't fall into the GTA 6 category, because GTA 6 has been getting pushed back, too, and, it's going to get pushed back and never released.
Well, I mean, if they do push it back, that means iRacing's having some trouble, because it's... What they've said is they've tried to make sure it's almost exactly like iRacing. You can go online, race other people, do this, do that, but without having to pay for cars, for all that sort of stuff.
So it's not going to be subscription based?
Yes.
Based. That's the only thing that kept me from buying iRacing was the fact that you had to pay a subscription.
Yeah. I mean, I would just do 3 months, and then if I enjoyed it or not, I would just take it or not. But then I just lost money, and then I'm just like, well, fuck it. Can't do it anymore.
Oh well. But that's pretty good news. Good stuff. Anything else noteworthy going on in Hitmaster land?
Other than one of my videos got 313 views, but other than that...
Based? Very based? Very based.
Look on here. Let's see if... Or 6 new for Corgan Oil. May 3rd, Unleashed 2024. I'm assuming that's when figure eights and stuff come out.
Are we going to that monster truck show?
That's when?
Some point in May, I don't know. Should be on their
Oh, it
face.
says right here. May 11th, 2024. 2 monster shows.
I feel like we should go to that.
Yeah, possibly. April 28th at 11 a.m. The test tune. Other than that, on Saturday, March 23rd, it says right here, on March 23rd, we met with our NOD and figure eight drivers. What a turnout positive. Okay, yeah. But it says right here, which shocks me so much. It says 60th birthday for Spartan Speedway. Again, if you guys don't know, we don't like calling it Corgan Oil. We like calling it Spartan Speedway. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So
It is quite
that's
based.
what we're calling it. Yeah, but to know that it's 60 now, it's like
60 years. That's a long time. Holy shit. That would have been like 1964. Holy fuck. I didn't think it was that old.
I mean, that's why nobody wants to get rid of it sometimes. It's just like, you know, I wouldn't want to get rid of it either if it was that old. But other than that, there's nothing that I have.
Sounds good. Then let's talk about Martinsville. I think all 3 series are there this weekend. I'm going to find out. I know trucks are. And the Xfinity series is too. Hooray! Oh, it's the night race. Woohoo! 2 night races. Woohoo! Not 3 night races. Oh. Anyway, let's get our predictions in here. Who do we think is going to win the truck race this weekend?
Matt Crafton.
Picking Matt Crafton. Okay. Oh yeah, they didn't race at Richmond last week, so I can't even go off of like the last short track winner. I guess I could, but
Got Bristol.
this is true. This is true. Sorry. Let's see who won. Alright, picking Christian Eckes. My pick. He won Bristol, so of course he's gonna win Martinsville too, right? Right?
Yeah.
Alright, Martinsville. Xfinity. Let's see here. Who do we think's gonna win this one?
I'm going with her first win ever, Haley Deegan.
Fat chance, but
I might have to wait until Talladega or Daytona, but let's be honest here, she's probably not going to do that either.
probably not. But who knows? I'm gonna pick Jesse Love, formerly known as Jesse Pinkman, till he met Courtney Love and married her, and then did more drugs. I don't know.
Oh my god.
All right. Then the Cup race. Who do you think is going to win the race? Do we have our chips?
Yes, we do. I have them right here. And by the way, the Tigers are playing right now as we're recording this. And as we're recording this, they're going to go with 1 loss. But it's okay. The Red Wings will do our favors later on Anyway, I took out the 2 picks that we had last time. You had Harrison Burton. I had Bubba Wallace. What were the odds that Bubba Wallace almost screwed over your fantasy?
Actually, he helped my fantasy because Larson finished one better spot than he would have if the spin hadn't happened. So thank you, Bubba Wallace, for being a fucking idiot.
Anyways, let me get into the deck as you let sadly lock yours last week, so we'll go first. And it will be Spindrick. Austin Spindrick.
Damn. Guess I'm not winning this
And
week.
now, it all depends. I mean, I could get Josh Berry, and then you could actually win.
Josh Berry's been doing good last couple of races, though. He's finally getting into it a little bit.
You know, I don't know whether to be happy about this or not be happy about this. I got Joe Gibbs driver, but it's Ty Gibbs.
You're probably going to win. Like,
I mean, depending on how Gibbs drives, if he drives like his past couple races, then maybe, but...
he's been having a good season.
There's also, if you guys have not seen the cars that Hendrick Motorsports is driving for this week in Barnesville, I will get them out and show them to you because those are beautiful. I love the 24. So, here's the 5. There's the 5. Red and
Oh, that's
white.
pretty nice.
But, this one, it'll be better on TV, but there's Chase Elliott's UniFirst. Which one's the next one? Where are you at? It would be this one. Now, I want to get a die cast of this one. So, the William Byron car.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
The red with the orange, the black. And then last but not least, everyone says this is their favorite for some odd reason, but Alex Bowman's car.
I like that one, too. I think Byron's isn't the best looking one, but that one's really nice, too. I think they all look pretty good.
Yeah, they're all red because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 40-year anniversary.
Yeah.
40 year?
Correct.
Alright. I mean, but that will do it for me.
Well then, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the Talking NASCAR podcast. If you want to be a guest on the Talking NASCAR podcast, all you got to do is join the Pringles and the Company Discord. Link is in the description down below. Request the Talking NASCAR role, and me or Hitmaster can figure out. We'll get you the role, and we'll figure out a time for you to get on. But until then, stay tuned for much more amazing content from both me and Hitmaster. We will be back next week when we recap Martinsville, preview whoever's next, and do other cool things. So until then, check out more amazing content from both me and Hitmaster. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Goodbye.